You all know him, you all love him, our favorite man-child, the amazing Lucas. Lucas here is very salty about the fact that Starfield exists and it's not gonna be on PlayStation. And it is possibly the funniest thing to come out of the 2022 Xbox showcase. Okay, like the MBG reaction to Kojima, that was funny, right? And all the tweets on Twitter are hilarious. But this, I don't know, man, this takes a cake. Now I would love, absolutely love to show you the amazing Lucas's initial reaction to watching the Starfield trailer. Unfortunately, you know, Lucas, he's a bit special. He's a bit unique, let's say it like that. So he can't really figure out how to correctly do audio during his stream, which is why most of his stream watching the Xbox event sounds like this.
Bro,
it's like easily our most ambitious game ever.
Now I could try and subtitle the entire reaction, right? But so that you could follow along as well. But since I cannot understand half the shit he says and I don't want to blow out my eardrums by turning up the audio too high, I'm just only going to talk about his thoughts about Starfield after the stream was over. So after the stream was over, he went back to the trailer and he talked about what he thought of Starfield. So we're just only going to take a look at that.
What are we really looking at right now? What are we really looking at? At its core, what is this? You're gonna pay. This is what they waited for. A shooter on space. This is all we're seeing, right? This is the gameplay. The AI was so stupid that it just ran and didn't even turn around.
Yeah guys, this is just a shooter in space because there are guns. That's obviously how it works, right? Fuck all the other mechanics of the game that were shown off. This is just a shitty FPS in space because there are guns. And also the AI is shit because when the player shot the enemy character, he didn't immediately respond even though he died almost immediately, so he didn't really have any time to respond. But fuck it, that 2-second clip definitely proves that the AI is shit.
This is what the gameplay is.
I like how he's pretending that shooting is the only gameplay in the game. He saw the trailer, you know, earlier on in his stream. He knows there is different gameplay, but he's just choosing to ignore it for some reason. Also, I think that a guy... Also, I think it's hilarious that a guy who plays The Last of Us and games like that complains about there not being enough gameplay.
Now, this looks interesting. But this isn't gameplay. Right?
It's our most flexible yet. You can customize all the elements of how...
Muscular, thin, walk style, I think that's cool. Face, you have to give yourself a background. All right, that's cool. But this isn't gameplay. This is a customization of your character.
Lucas, this game is an RPG, a role-playing game. Designing and creating your own character and giving him a backstory and all that shit is vital to the gameplay of an RPG. Have you ever played an RPG, Lucas? Like a real RPG, like Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 1 or 2. Morrowind, games like that.
But you look.
Hair, head shape, skin tone. Yeah, I mean, we've had this though, right? We've seen as far as customization screens. Hell, what's his name did it? What was it? Saints Row had a pretty crazy customization screen. What was the other one? By Insomniac had a pretty crazy customization screen. I don't, like, what is this?
Okay, but it wasn't this in-depth, Lucas. Okay, those are pre-outdated games with pre-outdated customization screens, and they were nowhere near as in-depth as this game. I've never really seen a customization screen. I'm not just sucking this game's dick, but I literally haven't seen a customization screen as in-depth with like character creation as this probably is. I think the only thing I could think of is like Fallout 4, maybe Code Vein, but besides that, I don't know.
Useful.
There are optional traits, and these come with unique advantages and disadvantages.
This is Fallout, bruh.
No, it isn't, bruh. Not every RPG is Fallout, bruh. I hate this. I hate how to these mainstream fuckers, every RPG is just Fallout. You know, Elder Scrolls is Fallout in space. Avowed will probably be like medieval Fallout. Not every RPG is fucking Fallout. There were RPGs, get this, before Fallout was created. Just because a game is an RPG and has a perk like system or whatever, it's not Fallout. It's like saying that every single platformer game is Mario. Or that every difficult game is Dark Souls. Or that fucking Call of Duty, Battlefield, Overwatch and Halo are all the same game because they're all multiplayer fucking shooters. That's not how that works. Just because something is an RPG game doesn't mean it's Fallout.
The look and layout.
That's cool. Now this is cool, but this is gimmicky. This is gimmicky, right? You get to customize your, your spaceship. Okay. But that's gimmicky stuff. I don't mind. I'm not gonna shit on gimmicky stuff. I don't mind that.
Okay, but I don't understand how it's gimmicky, because it's part of the gameplay. Like, you can design your ship to make it look cool, sure, but like, as you can see by the stats on the side, the different parts actually add shit to your ship, like how fast it goes and things like that.
It'd be cool, but I mean, it's not gonna change.
There's loads of different modules, ship.
But it does affect gameplays though, Lucas. Like, are you retarded? Are you blind? Can you not see this shit? There's a box with the fucking stats in it based upon how the ship is built. Like how much cargo it can carry, how many crew slots it has. Those stats are based upon out of what fucking material or out of what like parts you built your ship. Like, it's not just customization.
Manufacturers and more. I have to say, it's so cool. We just absolutely love this.
Yeah, it's cool though, but that's... Unless you're buying this game to customize your spaceship and character. I wouldn't be getting this game to customize a spaceship and character, right? That doesn't make sense to me. I'd be getting this game to play.
Okay, well, first of all, it's an RPG, so customizing shit is, again, vital to the gameplay. At least I think it is, because, you're supposed to roleplay in that. But, yeah, no, that's not all there is to the game, Lucas. There's all the other shit you can do.
I get it. We get to fly the ship around.
They literally only show like 2 seconds of the gameplay where you can fly around in a spaceship. And the amazing Lucas immediately goes, yeah, I get it, man, you can fly around in a spaceship. I'm definitely not salty. Like, he sounds so salty and jealous because he knows he can't play this game because it's not coming to PlayStation. So whenever it shows off something cool, like you're able to fly the ship around, he has to pretend that it's no big deal and then only focus on something else that he thinks isn't as great, like customization, and pretend like that's the entire game, because that's all he can really do at the end of the day.
But there's nothing... What's the selling point here? Can someone explain the selling point? I don't get the selling point.
The selling point? You want to know the selling point of this game? Well, it's No Man's Sky mixed with a Bethesda RPG. I think that sums it up pretty well. There is so much to this game, Lucas, that there isn't just one selling point. And the fact that you can't even find a single thing, or are pretending like there isn't a single selling point to this game, is absolutely hilarious to me. Because, for example, right, I'm a big RPG guy, I'd say, right? I love RPG, like real Western RPGs like New Vegas. And that's kind of what I want from this game. I want it to, be a great RPG with a great story, but I feel like even if it isn't, there is enough shit in this game to keep me entertained. There is like the resource gathering and the base building and the exploration. There are so many selling points to this game, and the fact that you can't even come up with one, or are pretending at least that there isn't any selling point, is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Unless you're actually buying this game to create your own spaceship. If you're buying this game, if the selling point is, hey, I'm going to buy this game to create my own spaceship and customize my own character, then, okay. Then I see that's why you would buy the game.
He's literally just ignoring all the other gameplay he saw, right? Like, at the beginning, and it's so hypocritical as well. Because at the beginning of the show, it was just, oh, it's only a shooter, all you do is shooting. And now it's like, oh, all you do is create your own character and create your own spaceship. Like, no. you obviously you have the shooting, right? In the game you have the exploration, you have the resource gathering, you have the base building, you have the main story and like the RPG shit, and probably a bunch of side quests. There is so much to this game that I already can see in this one trailer, and for you to just say, oh, all you can do is create your own character, which again is fucking hypocritical because at the beginning of the game you said all this game is a shooter. It's fucking dumb, honestly. Like, even for you, Lucas, to pretend you're that retarded, which I don't think you are, and if you are, and you really watch this trailer and all you think that this game is a character creator, I mean, you know, maybe you actually do have an oxygen deficiency.
For all of you,
But aside from that, like,
journey,
what is there?
play
The
it,
gameplay they
and
showed
show
was just shooting.
or
Yeah, they only showed the shooting, you know, and the resource gathering, and the base building, and the exploration, and space flight, and customization. There is just no gameplay in this game at all. Again, fucking funny considering this guy plays literal walking simulators.
anywhere on the planet. And it's
This would be the biggest thing. It's be exploration. This would be the biggest thing.
not just this planet. It's all the planets in the system. From barren but resource-heavy ice balls to Goldilocks planets with life.
Yeah, but what does that mean by life? Is there going to be stories that I can unravel there? Right? Because they already said that there's going to be barren planets with resources. That's cool. But are there going to be any reasons to go to these planets?
Wow, what the fuck? The Amazing Lucas actually asks a good question about the gameplay. Yeah, that is a good question. What do they mean by life? Are there gonna be quests on the planet? Are there gonna be reasons to go there? Is it just gonna be like a bunch of NPCs walking around not really doing anything with like a bunch of fetch quests or whatever? That is a very good question, Lucas. Thank you. I sure hope that you don't fuck it up by immediately being retarded 10 seconds later.
Aside from, I don't know, you get a new gun.
And not just this system.
Because they didn't say that there are stories right on these planets. That would have been cool. If all these planets had little side stories and stuff like that, that would have been fucking amazing. Then I'd be like, okay, y'all got something.
Okay, so far so good. Lucas is still making sense, although I know for a fact that there are gonna be planets with cities on them and, you know, quests and shit that were handcrafted and not procedurally generated, because we already saw some of those in the trailer or in the showcase, you know, like New Atlantis.
I'm like, okay, touche, motherfuckers. Touche. But they're not saying that. They're just saying that these are planets. Some of them are barren and some of them have life on it. Did anyone catch that? That some of them have life on it. But life doesn't mean anything. That just means what they showed us as far as with the creatures attacking him. That's life to them. That's what. Where was it? Where was the creatures attacking? I don't remember. Where was it? There. That's what they mean by life. Like 3 creatures on the planet. Right?
Lucas, you were doing so well. You were not being retarded for like 5 seconds, and now you have to fuck it all up, like, by pretending that the only life on this planet are gonna be a bunch of hostile creatures. But we have seen footage. You have seen footage, because you watched the fucking trailer, of people on the planets as well. There are people on the planets. There's footage of cities on planets. Okay, so it's not just a bunch of fucking creatures in a barren wasteland.
2 creatures on the planet. Yeah, but aside from that, is there anything else? He did say secrets, but I don't know what that means. He said secrets.
And it's not just this planet. It's all the planets in the system. From barren but resource-heavy ice balls to Goldilocks planets with life. And not just this system, but over 100 systems. Over 1,000 planets, all open for you to explore. We can't wait.
For you to explore, though.
to see what you find.
But that's to see to your. This is marketing, bruh. This is marketing. There's nothing on these planets, bruh.
Hey, bruh. Are you fucking blind, bruh? Because with the ship thing, for some reason you weren't able to see the stats change when different parts were added, so you thought it was cosmetic. And now you're saying that there's nothing on these planets, even though there's very clearly a waypoint on the planet that says that there is a structure there, and there's also a waypoint on the other side of the planet. Now, if you're asking me, it only really makes sense in a game that's, based on exploration, that waypoints only become available once you've explored something. Which means that most planets won't have any waypoints on them, but then when you go to the planet and you explore and you find a city or a structure, then that becomes a waypoint you can see on the map. Otherwise, what's the point of exploring shit when everything already is available from the beginning as a waypoint? But Lucas, can you not see that shit? I saw it the first time I watched the trailer. It's not that difficult to use your eyes and look at the gameplay. There very clearly is shit on the planets. Now, this is about how much I wanted to cover of the amazing Lucas's stream, because I actually wanted to end the video here. But then I found out that he actually took calls at the end of the stream to hear his fans' opinions on Starfield. And there's just one clip in there that I quickly want to show before ending the video.
Let's try one more. 609. Are you excited for Starfield? Yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited for it.
Why are you excited for Starfield?
Because my local GameStop's doing a special promo. If we pre-order, we get to fuck your mom.
That was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, so I just wanted to include that clip because I thought it was pretty funny. And I do have to give some props to Lucas for taking the joke well. Unlike some people, they would have, not reacted very positively to a joke like that. And also I have to give props to the guy who made the joke, because there were a lot of other people who were prank calling Lucas and they were just being very unfunny and kind of cringy. So good job actually making a funny joke. Anyway, boys, this is the end of the video. If you like this video and you want to see more like this, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.